What's going on, you guys? Welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I got one for My Hero Academia episode 110. Sad Man's Parade. Bro, this stuff is My Villain Academia is fire. Not only is it fire, what they're doing is amazing and it's genius. And it's one of the things that I love to see in just any form of media, whether it's movies, TVs, anime, cartoons, whatever. When you have a group of bad guys, you have a lead bad guy and you have his subordinates. You have the bad guys actually care about each other, and that's what they're constantly showing. They showed last episode with Toga and how Toga was talking about Shigaraki and like how Shigaraki actually cared about like what his crew wants. In this episode, they do it again with Twice. They have Twice pleading, overcoming his psychological problems that he's had since we've met him because Toga is in danger and is about to be killed. Not even just with Toga. He even mentions Shigaraki and the entire league of villains for accepting him. Like, no other no other shows are really doing that. You have a guy at the top and his people. Those people often get knocked off, and and eventually they're like, oh, this scum or they're weaklings. That's not what this is shaping up to be. This is shaping up. They have the villains look like a family. You don't get that often, and that's why this is so great. These guys are terrible people. But one thing you do understand about them is their connection. And I thought the Twice stuff was just good, just simply good. And like him breaking out and like him getting his arm broke, both of his arms broken, realizing that I am in excruciating pain. But it's confirmed I'm the real one. I'm the guy. And he said, like, oh, if I wouldn't have been such a coward and I could have did this a long time ago, if I would have, like, tried to kill himself, I could have, seen that I'm the real. And that gives him a boost of confidence. And he sends all the people out. Then we have so many Twices running around here doing so much. And I think his name's Skeptic. Skeptic is pissed, but I'm ready to see Skeptic go face to face with Twice. And you see the backstory with like, well, not really. It's not really. It's a backstory, but it's more just like his relationship with Jiren. Garen, I think. Garen or Garen? I don't know. I think it's Garen. But like you see that and like how that plays a part later on in the episode. Or like Shigaraki says, like he cares about what's the name too much, and like Shigaraki is like, you're going to pay for messing with my people. Like nobody else does that. Somebody I'm excited to see do something though is Spinner. I think Spinner, like I said, Spinner's been at a crossroad. I think he's the one I'm most ready to see really and truly acknowledge Shigaraki or his relationship with Shigaraki. That's the one I think I'm most looking forward to. We still have got Dobby going up against the Ice guy, and I didn't understand at first. I'm like, okay, how is he just using ice from wherever? But the only thing he does is put the ice in some water, and he's able to control the temperature of the ice, so it gets cold. So that means the water gets cold and it turns to ice. But like he took out so many of Twice's clones in like one big swoop. I like that, and I like the fact that Davis quirk seems to have a limit because it starts burning his skin. Because I always wonder why was his skin burning, or why did he look the way he did. I still think that's Toya, uh, 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 Toto, Shoto's brother, but I I think I still have a while to wait before I get to that. You know what I'm saying, or just like his backstory, because we're giving a lot of people backstories. There's no way we're getting Dobby's right now, especially if that is Toya. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we just have to wait. Um, What? Okay, I'm trying to make sure. Oh Lord, what happened? We have. Oh, they go up there, and we get more of Destro's backstory, and the fact that Destro was a kid and his mother was abused by people who didn't like meta abilities until she said it's just my kid's quirk, and like obviously Destro grew up to like try to fight this system and that which that holds people back from using their quirks, and it want to make it like normal and regular and everything. Redestro, on the other hand, well, still wants the same thing, but I don't necessarily understand his quirk still. I don't know how his quirk works. It just seems like it's not decay. I don't think, but it does something, and like he's able to grow arms, able to grow bigger. But the girl from Class 1B, Kendo, she's able to do that. So I know it's more than that. I don't know exactly what it is though. What I did like was just that whole confrontation of Minotaur in general, because you have Twice trying to say again, and like he's made Shigaraki, and like I also like the fact that the ones who make it, they only when he made Diamond and when he made God, I can't think of the other guy that like the magician one, I guess I would say, he only can go off the version of him he last seen. I think that's actually pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they're like, well, how you ever do this? Like, oh, you guys didn't know. Before I didn't see you guys, so you guys didn't know that I'm like over my whole thing. So I thought that was dope as hell as well. And just like, that's something to keep things consistent or something to look out for later on down the line. Um, we get to that fight, and another thing that they actually say that I thought was cool was that was Twice was like, well, we can just make a bunch of diamonds. Like he's a prodigy. Like we could just make a bunch of diamonds, about 20,000 diamonds, we'll win. And it was like, what's his name told him, nah, we still need some for Giga when he come through. Big G. I call it Big G. You know what I'm saying? Giga Machia. Um, so it's like, yeah, still need some people here from when he get here. You know what I'm saying? And they were at a disadvantage, so the doctor told like, hey, this is going on, and I don't know if he's headed there because like it was still an hour and 5 minutes before he's supposed to woke up, but the doctor basically woke him up and said, hey, I need you to get there. I don't know if he's going after Shigaraki or if he's going to just fight anybody he sees when he gets there. We don't know yet necessarily. Or I would love it if he just witnessed Shigaraki versus Redestro, because I think that's going to be an interesting fight because they have their ideals are different. You know what I'm saying? And I think their ideals are different, kinda. But I think the most important thing, and this is something that I think is completely underrated, and I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. I think Shigaraki is more pissed that this guy put his people in danger, and like kind of like tried to play him, like tried to big boy him, like, well, either you come here or we call heroes on you. Like, you gonna play them people? You gonna play them people on them? I bet. Like granted, we don't see eye to eye, but it's certain codes. You know what I'm saying? You just abide by, and so I feel like Shigaraki is gonna be pissed off about that, and like his people are also getting hurt. Like Toga took some damage. Twice took some damage. Dab is burning himself. Like there's still more to come. I'm super excited about next week because we get Shigaraki's backstory, which I heard is great. So yeah, my villain and then another thing I did, like I said, every week when I watch the anime, I always go back and I watch the manga chapter. Excuse me, my bad. I always watch the anime, then I go back and read the manga chapter. Only thing that they left out is something that we already seen, and that was Hawks taking down Best Genius. That's it. Other than that, everything else pretty much stayed the same. Uh, so yeah, can't wait the next week to see Shigarak's backstory. And I'm just loving the connection between the villains because this is what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? This makes so when they fight, obviously when they fight the heroes later on, this will make that story that much better. And we're also seeing them develop in strength as well. So this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Like this, there's a reason I moved this into my third favorite anime spot of all time. Like this is the reason, you know, there's stuff like this, and from my knowledge, there's still so much more I haven't seen that has to come. So yeah, you guys, let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys are staying safe, and I catch you with you guys later. Peace.